Hello and welcome back to Factor Y. Last episode we were working on our spaceship construction. I went ahead and finished it in between episodes, which really just involved adding these motor factories, which was the last step, and then putting these two assemblers down. One is making cargo ships. I've set limit to 5 right now. I don't know how many we'll need. And colonizer ships I have it limited to 5 as well. Actually, it looks like this one is set to limit of 1. Let's set it to 3. I don't know. It requires crazy amounts of material, so it takes a while to build them. Anyways, I think we're ready to put down a launch pad and just see how it works. I think hopefully the colonizer ship will give us a starter materials for each planet. Otherwise we will have to send over materials to each planet, because I checked the other planets and you do have nothing there. Like I can't use this planet's inventory on another planet. We have to use its own inventory. So presumably we're going to have to fill the launch pad with stuff, so I'm going to just stick it somewhere up here, I think, and just see how it goes. Okay, let's put one of these down and see how it looks. I guess we'll do the launch pad. Not that big. I guess we'll just stick it right here. We completed a step in the tutorial, that's funny. It says missing spaceship, so I don't know what that means. How do we get a spaceship in here? Space links. Alright, I built a small rocket fuel setup over here, thinking I had to load rocket fuel into the launch pad. That doesn't appear to be the case. I can't insert it by arm, I can't insert it by belt, and I can't store it in a provider belt, in a provider chest, so I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. We're going to click on this colonize button here. Click on a planet to set as colonization target. So we're going to zoom way out. And we are going to go after this moon right here. So I'm going to click on this planet. Are you sure we want to colonize Jeff? Yes. Created colonization request. I don't know what that means. So I forgot that we hid the tutorial way back in the beginning of the game, but if you open up the tutorial now, it says make a colonizer ship, place it into a launch pad, and use the colonize action to colonize another planet. So that's what we're going to do. I've moved the launch pad down to here. I've broke this belt just so it only does, looks like we have 2 of them coming down. There they come there. See if they get put in the thing, which it looks like they are. And now we should be able to, oh, there's the spaceship there. Okay, so it is loaded, ready to go. We could probably click this colonize button now. Zoom way out. Oh, it's going already. So it looks like it's on its way to planet Jeff here. So it looks like it's going to take some time to get there, but we will keep an eye on it and see. This should have titanium on it. So that says titanium ore on it, so that'll be used for some of the research. This little rocket has a ways to go. It is traveling somewhat slowly here. It has to go all the way over to here. So we are just waiting for that to happen. In the meantime, we can start looking at increasing our research capabilities so that we can research items faster. Alright, so our ship finally made it to the other planet. Took some time. It is up here. Now notice if we hover over this planet here, there is no coal on this planet, so we won't be able to burn anything for energy. So we're going to have to send in some solar panels. It looks like day length is 6 minutes long. 70% brightness, 6 minutes long, so we'll have to send up some supplies to this planet now. It did on this planet it did give us a starter set of materials, just similar to when we started the game. So there it gave us, looks like 75 belts, 30 arms, and probably some assemblers. Yeah, 15 assemblers. So a little bit to get started with, but not a whole lot. In order to send materials to this, we can link this landing pad to a launch pad on another planet, which we're going to do, and send up some supplies. I think I'll start sending solar panels and batteries first, so that we can have stuff to power it, and send electrical furnaces up so we can harvest some of this titanium. So going back to planet Earth here, the problem with that is this is my first playthrough of this game, so I didn't really set it up ideally for that kind of situation. My cargo ships are being made all the way down here, and that's going to be need to send to a rocket pad, which we have one here, but I think we're going to have to ship in other supplies to the rocket pad as well. So like, let's go back up to the bus. So all my stuff that's being made up here that I want to send, like solar panels being made right here, I want to send these and some batteries into a cargo ship. So, and that cargo ship is going to require rocket fuel as well, which we do have a small rocket fuel set up here. So I think what I'll do is put a small cargo, rocket launch pad here, and bring the cargo ships up to here, and materials down to here, and just to get it going to see how it works, and then we can maybe consider doing a different setup. So let's start with a launch pad. I guess we'll just put it in anywhere for now. Right here looks good as any. This is rocket fuel, so we can easily just bring this up to here. I'm guessing it just gets loaded in just like anything else. So that'll be that, and then I will bring up, and I'm going to start with some solar panels and batteries, bring those down, bring the cargo ships up from here, which is going to be a super long conveyor belt, and we'll just get that hooked up and see how these things work. Alright, so I built a really long conveyor belt. Took a solid 5 minutes to get the cargo ships all the way up this way, all the way up over to here. So they travel pretty slow in here. Rocket fuel, I just sent down a couple solar panels just to see how this works. So we're going to copy this over. Hopefully it doesn't launch the thing right away. So there is the cargo ship. It has 0 fuel. Item capacity 1,000. So fuel 0, flight 0. This cargo ship gets destroyed upon delivery, so it's not a reusable thing. Once it lands on the planet, it will be destroyed. Spaceships can be launched from here. You can set its limit. Ship will be sent early once limit is reached. Alright, let's click on the launch pad here and create a space link. It says click a landing zone to create a space link, so hopefully it doesn't launch it right away when I do this. But one way to find out, I'll find the landing zone up here. So I created a space link, it says. Item capacity infinite, flight 0, influence missing, I'm not sure. Spaceships can be landed here. So let's go back to our thing and see if it's loading now. Back to the main planet. It is loading items now. So it has 45 million fuel already loaded, so that's good, I assume. Item capacity 1,000. Fill ratio 1%, so I guess there's no way to tell what's in this launch pad right now. But we know it's 1% full. Alright, so if you hover over the launch pad here, it does show you in the upper left corner here what's on the cargo ship. Right now we have 25 solar panels and 3 batteries. So we can load up to 1,000 items on this thing, and then it'll presumably take off automatically. So we could probably load it up with some electric furnaces and other stuff that we need to get some titanium smelted on that planet. So I think that's what we'll work towards next. Alright, so I've got some stuff loaded in there. I got like 15 furnaces, 22 influencers, 68 or 60 solar panels, and 37 batteries. So we're going to go ahead and send this early, and just to make sure it works the way I think it does. In order to do that, all we have to do is change this limit to, say, I'm guessing 100 items, and it'll launch. And we're going to change it back to 0. And that should mean the spaceship is on its way. It moves quite a bit faster than the colonizer one, but it still has some time to go, so that's why you'll probably want to send them full. But it looks like it's going to deliver this stuff to the planet, and then we'll be able to build a smelting line on the moon here. But then eventually we'll have to build cargo ships and rocket fuel and everything on this planet, which is going to be a problem because there's no coal on this planet. So we'll have to import coal so we can make rocket fuel so that we can send rockets back to the planet. Alright, we're on the moon here. It looks like our spaceship has arrived. Zoom in here. Looks like this stuff is sitting inside the landing pad. It doesn't look like we have access to it right now. 0 solar panels, so we're going to have to put, I presume, an arm down. And a provider chest. Assuming it gave us some to start with, which it did. It gave us 10. But I don't know if we need to put an influence down. It gave us 10 of these to start with as well. The question is, how do you get the supplies out of here? So it's been a while since I started the game, but there is actually a starter packet that when we colonize the planet we received. So I'm guessing if I put this down it will... There we go. So that powers that up. That will take some time to unload my stuff into the provider chest, and I assume I have access to it now. We can double check it, but I see it looks like it's doing furnaces right now. So I have 4, 5. So now we can start smelting titanium, which is this stuff here. Actually, I'm going to have to bring up some miners. But now that I know how it works, we can focus on sending some supplies up and getting a titanium smelting column up, and then we'll have to figure out how to get it back to the main planet so that we can process it into level 5 research. It looks like unloading speed on these things is going to be somewhat of an issue, so we will have to prioritize getting faster arms here. But I got this little setup here just going to unload it faster. We do have access to all this stuff now, so we should be able to put down... I guess let's start with the... It's been a while since I played, so I'm trying to remember where everything's at. Level 2 influencers here. Covers quite a range. Put those over here, I guess. Put one more up here, and we'll put our solar farm up here with some batteries. So that's everything I brought with me. That should get us started. We have about, I don't know, it's been ranging 5 to 9,000 in power, I think was its peak, so it'll work for a while. I don't know how long the batteries will hold out, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see. Bring some more up as we need it. Everything is unloaded here, so we could probably start like putting down some smelters and... But like I'm gonna have to go back to the mainland and bring back some miners, because I didn't bring any miners with us. So that uses quite a bit of power already. But yeah, so we'll have to get a better setup going up here, but now that we know how it works, we can plan around that. So let's go back to the main planet. So that's going to do it for this episode. We launched our first colonization rocket and colonized the moon. We also sent a cargo ship up, learned how that worked, and learned we need to do a better setup for our spaceship launching capabilities. So maybe next episode we will come together with some plan on what to do on how to get to level 5 research. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.